Oh, I've got so much good information this month. Listen to this. Lawrence Yun, the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, he was here in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago, and you're going to want to hear what he had to say about Hawaii and the market in general. In addition, what are those areas of the island, your favorite places that have appreciated the most? I'm going to tell you about that. And then finally, the much anticipated holiday schedule is out and released. You're going to want to catch all of that and a lot more in this month's market update. Hi, everyone. Dan Palamino from the Hawaii team in KW Big Island. And yeah, as I said, Lawrence Yun, the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, came and visited us in Hawaii. Like nobody from NAR ever comes to Hawaii. And so we were all blown away and we all attended. I mean, there was about 100 agents there at the Monolani Ballroom at Auberge, and we were listening to Lawrence Yun, and here's what he had to say, some really interesting stuff. He said, first, in the last 5 years, homes in Hawaii have appreciated 47%. That's across the state, 47%. For homes in Hawaii. He also went on to say that mortgages and the foreclosure rate is at an all-time low, that this market of foreclosures and mortgage defaults almost does not exist. He went on to say that he expects 2026 to be a much, much better year for sales all across the nation and in the Hawaii Islands. He's predicting that we're going to see about a 15 to 25% bump in the number of sales. Up to this point, for the last 3 years, we have either been flat or negative in the number of sales. The market has been bad, to say the least, but he's expecting us to get better to the tune of 15 to 25%. So that's great for everybody looking to buy and sell. He also was talking about interest rates, and he said interest rates is really the biggest factor that moves people's decisions. He talked about jobs in their particular area, and if jobs were going up or down, employment, salaries, those were some of the outlining factors. He thought that the global unrest was probably not a factor in people's decision to buy or wait. He thought that was well under control. He said interest rates was the dominant factor in people's decisions. And I asked him the question of where would interest rates settle for the foreseeable future? I had always been thinking that 5.5 was probably the right balanced number for interest rates where people could buy and sell and trade really without too much trouble, right? It would not be a burden to sell at a 5.5 or buy at a 5.5, that type of thing. So he answered my question and he said that he thought that 6% was going to be the new norm, that we were going to see as a country rates consistently sit at 6%. In recent days, we've been as low as 6.1. As of this video, we're at 6.2, but he thought 6% was probably the norm. He said there's a chance we could dip into the fives and be into the fives in certain circumstances, but he said to just basically prepare for 6% for the near future. All right, next, appreciation across the island. I've always been talking about appreciation. I've always been telling people that this island appreciates about 6% per year on average. But the website Stacker that does a lot of statistical articles and things like that, Stacker.com came out with an article that was talking about the 30 most expensive towns in the state of Hawaii. And of course, I was perusing the 30 and looking for the ones on the Big Island. And it was interesting to take a look at their statistics and their numbers. I don't know exactly how accurate they are. I mean, we could obviously fact check it, but they had like Waimea. Waimea was in there, and I think they were like number 24 or 25 on the list of the most expensive. And they're showing Waimea as a 1.4% decrease in appreciation from a year ago. So down about 1.4%. But they are showing Waimea up 44% over the last 5 years. Now, if you want more of this data about your favorite areas, Puako, the resorts, Kona, wherever it may be, if you want this data, I have it in an article ready to go out in a blog, but contact me here at the Hawaii team. Just email me, text me, you know my number, 808-987-3306. Text me and say you just want a copy of the report so you can see what the appreciation was in all of your favorite areas, whether you're already own here or you're thinking about buying in one of those areas. All right. Last week, I sent out the much anticipated holiday schedule. I've got everything from the Kona Coffee Festival that's coming up this week all the way through the end of December and into New Year's. So all the events that are going on here on the island, your favorite events, whether they be the boat parade or the actual parade on December 13th, the Christmas parade in Kona, or the parade up in Waimea, or the Halua Lights Festival, whatever it may be, we have the complete list of holiday events. Again, contact me here at the Hawaii Team. You can email me at dan@thehawaiiteam.com, or you can call me and we will send you that complete list of holiday events. Last but not least, the market is up here. And as you know, it had been just dead quiet for about 6 months. And as we get closer to Thanksgiving, we anticipated that it would pick up because our season starts at Thanksgiving and it ends around April. And sure enough, I would say over the last 10 days to 2 weeks, really things have ramped up. We have more showings, we have more phone calls, we have more inquiries from buyers, we have more mortgage applications, we've got more transactions being done. It's been a really quick change. It was like somebody hit a light switch. So use that information and factor that into your planning. I know this was a little bit of a longer market update, but I had so much good information that I wanted to pass along to you. Again, give us a call. We're happy to help you. 808-987-3306. That's my cell phone. I'll pick up. We can talk. I'd love to hear from you. We put out these monthly updates every month. The next one will be December 15th. So if I don't speak to you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family and friends, and God bless. Aloha.